Hello, good evening, everyone. Good to see everyone of you here. My name is Alex from MarketWise Asia. All right, if you guys can hear me loud and clear, please say a hi to me in the comments so that I know everything is good and everything is well. All right, so today it is the 17th of September 2021, and it is as usual a Friday evening. All right, so good to see every one of you here once again. So right now we have about 100 people in the room right now. So let's wait for a few moments, to let more people to stream in. All right, just a very quick show of hand, right? How many of you here are actually the first time attending my Facebook Live session? Because I believe, the Asia Trading Festival is coming up, and some of you might know about this Facebook Live. The first time, we have new people coming in. If it's the first time you are here, right, type new, NEW, type new in the comments. So let me just welcome you. All right, so if anything, if you don't understand, it is fine. You can share with me in the comments whatsoever. So I try to explain wherever I can and as simply as possible. Okay, type new in the comment if you are the first time here. Okay, and let me see the comments for a while over here. Okay, hello Si Kong, hello Xiang Lun, Han Hock, Dennis, Amanda, Sally, Leong Burns, okay, Felix, Bokwi, Muru, Roy, Pei Wen, Angus, Christopher, Jeffrey. Okay, good to see every one of you here. Okay, Patrick, new over here. Okay, so Mary, hi, Swatha, good to see every one of you here. Okay, so before we kickstart, I think last 2 weeks, right, I mentioned that I went for my second vaccination jab, right? So yeah, so right now, my Trace Together app is showing fully vaccinated already. Okay, but to be honest, that doesn't mean anything right now because the number of cases has been surging. At least if you're Singapore, all right, if you're Singapore, just to let you know, the cases are surging. If you are from other country, just let you know the cases in Singapore are surging. Just try to stay, try not to have so much social contact. So to me, whether you are vaccinated or not vaccinated, there's a very high chance that, if you get COVID, if you mingle around too much outside. Okay, so anyway, this is just a side topic. And yes, for those who don't know, I have a 3.5-year-old girl, and she actually, recently, on TV, right, there's this commercial or MTV, Wang Lei, Chen Jianbing, they sing the "咩怕怕姜维怕姜维," right? So my girl, just every day, she likes the song. She likes the song, every time she hear it, right, she try to sing "咩咩怕姜维怕姜维." Anyway, for those who are not residing in Singapore or those who are not Singaporean, basically, the Singapore government, has this campaign. They try to encourage the seniors to go for the vaccination jab. So they have this kind of MTV where they get some, senior citizen, to do some sharing, dancing, and singing, and they have a very catchy song called "怕姜维" basically. So it's whether have you vaccinated or not. Okay. So anyway, just a side topic over here. Okay. So I think, okay, we shall kickstart this event. We have 152 people in the room right now. Okay, so let me add to the stream. Okay, you guys can see my screen, right? All right, so as usual, my disclaimer first. Okay, whatever I say today is just for educational and for informational purpose. It is not a recommendation for me to tell you what to buy or what to sell. So, please do your own due diligence. Definitely not financial advice. Okay, Alex is always wrong. So please don't copy me. Treat me just as an entertainer. Alex is always wrong, huh? All right, so basically the topic that we talk today is about of course, the US correction. All right, the US market has been correcting for the past, 2 weeks. Will there be further downside in the coming days or coming weeks? And which sectors will be poised for a more remarkable rebound after the so-called the pullback is over? All right, and I also will review some of the trades that I've done so far. I'll be going through both my winning and losing trades as well. So more of a case study. I won't be sharing everything basically, but I will share enough, okay, both winning and losing trades so that you can get more of a case study. All right, so more on stocks, commodities, and crypto. All right, if you guys are excited to know about my, my position and such, all right, type yes in the comments. So give me some motivation to share more later. And as usual, right, I think today in the afternoon, I actually mentioned and asked about what are some of the stocks that you want me to go through. Okay, so basically, there are quite, I'm not sure you can see, there are some comments over here. Okay, so I'll try to go through some of them and we'll go through them one by one if we have the time. But I try to so-called make this session less than 1.5 hours. Okay, can and before I really kickstart just to let you know, you guys should be able to see the banner on the top left corner. I think maybe hidden by the live number, but nevertheless, right, we have this session, this Facebook Live and the upcoming Asia Trading Festival is proudly sponsored by 8Cap. Okay, so this is 8Cap. Let me share with you the link in the comment. 8Cap is a Australia regulated Forex and CFD broker over here, and they also are providing a free ebook for you guys. Okay, for those who are new to Forex, for those who are new to CFD, you can just enter your email address, and you can also test their platforms MT4 or MT5. Right, for those who are not very sure about what platform is that, you can go through a test drive. It is all free. You should be able to see the link in the screen also. If you let me try to post the link also in the comments over here, right? This is the 8Caps Forex ebook, okay? So just you can go and download this ebook over here, and as usual, you can trade Forex, crypto, indices, and for crypto, right? For 8Cap, they have more than about 150 pairs of crypto. So even those not very common or the altcoins or what they call the altcoins, they also have. Okay, so I will share with you some of this later. And of course, more importantly, if you are new to MarketWise Asia and this is the first time you are joining us, right? We have this Asia Trading Festival that's coming up in about less than 1 month's time on the 9th and 10th of October 2021. So please register for this event. Let me post the link in the comments. So all you have to do, it is free, of course, sponsored by 8Cap, all right? And you get to so-called, we have a giveaway. You have to participate in our lucky draw. You can get to have a stand a chance to win the staycation, Grab vouchers, the Decathlon vouchers also, all right? And you also get to download the top 19, growth company to watch in 2021 and beyond, and also a investment commentary by Lauren Templeton, right, called the maximum pessimism report. Okay, it is a mouthful. All right, so it is free. You can get this, participate in the lucky draw, and also get the free report. Okay, so as usual, some of these are very heavyweight speakers. Dr. Chan Yen Chong, all right, Zheng Yuanchang 博士, and of course, keynote speakers Lauren Templeton as well. Okay, and of course, some of the usual speakers some are new, some are familiar with. For example, Bini is coming back again. Talk about the wash and rinse again. All right, so of course, the content will be totally new again. So do register for this event. Okay, so Wheeling is asking, right, how is 8Cap compared to CMC market? Of course, I'll be totally transparent here. All right, for 8Cap, all right, it is regulated in Australia. Okay, it is not regulated in Singapore. So it is not MAS licensed, but they are a very reputable CFD broker in Australia. So essentially, CMC markets and 8Cap, they are also so-called in a way that they are same, they are brokers. But one is, in Australia and the one get licensed in Singapore. But nevertheless, it's up to you. Okay, I think they are pretty reputable. Okay, so it's go ahead and go check it out, the 8Cap website. And I think one of the key advantages of 8Cap is that they have really, I say really, have a lot of cryptos for you to trade, especially if you are really keen to trade cryptos. Okay, you doesn't want to hold long term, and they could be one of the best platform to trade cryptos. Because if I'm not mistaken, like for example, the rest of the other brokers, they only have a few pairs of those main cryptos pairs. Okay, so I think enough for that for now. All right, so I think we're spending about 12 minutes already. So let's kickstart this event. Okay, so let's go ahead and check out the market right now. Go to the market right now. Support is 24/7. I don't think it's 24/7. It is 24/5. Okay, they are not working on Friday and Saturday. Okay, yep, for our reading, right? So for the market right now, the Dow, it is down 0.54%. The Nasdaq is down 1%. All right, and the S&P, it is down 0.77%. Okay, and if you can see over here, this box over here, you can see that mostly all the companies or the industry, the sectors are red. Okay, the last red one is in the financials and also in the consumer discretionary, and the rest like tech, comms, healthcare, industrial, mostly they are red. All right, and let me check the breadth for today first. Okay, let me try the breadth for today first. This is the breadth. Market, it is pretty weak as of now. Okay, this is, I'm using the trading view ADD. Okay, so okay, for those who don't know, never, it's not that important. Basically, I'm just sharing with you what I see for the intraday, the breadth, whether whether the S&P or overall market is showing strength. So right now it is about the same. It's about the same. The big caps and even the whole market, it is showing relatively weakness. Okay, so this is ADD. You can go type in ADD in your trading view if you are using trading view. I'm using the 1 minute chart. Okay, using the 1 minute chart. And let's go to the S&P 500 right now. This is the futures. Okay, too many lines over here. Okay, so all right, so this is the intermediate trend line that I've drawn for the S&P 500 over here. Okay, so of course, without any indicators, all right, for those who have been following, that I use the pivot points, the central pivot range and such, and the cloud. But for a start, without any indicator, you should know that this is still a very so-called steady uptrend. So it is normal that price is undergoing a pullback right now. All right, for the Nasdaq 100, can you see this trend line over here? This is also an intermediate trend line. Price has been respecting this trend line 1, 2, 3, and right now it is coming down also. So right now it seems that it is still pretty normal over here. Okay, and Dow previously was the weaker one. Today it is slightly stronger. It is also been coming down also. So let me add in my indicators right now for the S&P. Let's focus in on the S&P 500. All right, so for those who are new to MarketWise Asia, essentially this cloud over here is just for me to determine the trend. If price is above the cloud, I deem it as an uptrend. This is the Ichimoku cloud indicators. All right, and I also use the central pivot range to help me determine the support and resistance area or zones, whatever you call it. Okay, and also the pivot points over here, these brown lines over here as the support areas. So let me just remove the trend line so it can be a bit distracting over here. Since you all know that I've been drawing this trend line, you should know already. Okay, so I remove, doesn't matter. So can you guys see? So for the past, I mentioned also many times already, in supporting at the central pivot range. Right now, it is struggling to hold above the central pivot range over here. All right, so right now it is, price has already, I zoom in, price has already hunted the prior low over here. That is on the 14th of September. 14th of September, it is on Tuesday. So on Tuesday, this low has been already taken out. So those who try to long over here, okay, thinking that it is bullish after this bullish bar over here, most likely their longs, they have been stopped out already. They mean stop loss already, or whatever you call it. Okay, they've been stopped out. So the low has been taken out already. So this is the new low over here. And if today, Friday, price close below this central pivot range, okay, there's a very high chance that market will go and test to the S1 level. All right, S1 level over here. S1 level, it is at about 4,398. That is at about 4,004. By the way, this is the S&P 500 futures. So type 4400, okay? Type 4400 in the comments. Still, most likely it's a high chance probability. Doesn't mean that it's a sure thing that price you go and test 4400, but this is an area that you want to look at if price really is going to go down further. All right, of course, what is the green line over here? This is the Camarilla pivot over here. This I'll call it an intermediate level, but it is not that crucial. Of course, price first must test this level. So this is 4413. So there's a high chance that 4413, after that cannot hold, then 4400. This will be the immediate support for the S&P 500. But right, if Friday, this is the Friday, this is the evening Friday, price can close above the central pivot range over here. Right? This basically close above about 4,450. Then this is a bullish sign. And you also need to know that today is Friday. It is the third week of the month where there is options expiry. And normally, when there's this third week of the month options expiry date, right? Price action, there's always a lot of volatility. Okay. And do you realize by the way, I read this from later I'm going to show you, right? I read this from Investment Mode. Okay, let me share with you the link over here. Okay, I must give credit to him. So this is a pretty interesting article over here that is not the correct one. Sorry about that. Investment Modes. All right, I'm sure some of you might know Keith, right, from investmentmodes.com over here. Okay, so essentially, right, he's sharing with you how the options market end up controlling the S&P 500 in 2021. Basically, it is a summary by this guy called this Amora. Okay, this gentleman called Cam Carson. So he will talk about what happened to this S&P 500. All right, you can go and read it. Okay, I'll post a link in the comments. Okay, just go and read it. Essentially, all right, it is trying to tell you that right now, because the derivative market, it is very huge. Basically, the options market, and they are market makers in the options market. Okay, and basically they are the liquidity provider. Essentially, when you buy, they sell to you. When you sell, they buy to you. And a lot of hedge funds, a lot of institutions, they are also trading the options market. Okay, so this liquidity provider, the market makers, right, that's providing liquidity in the options market, right, they need to hedge, and they also they are not out there to give you to back directional. They are basically providing the liquidity, so they are not out there to really make money out of that. Of course, through the spread, but essentially they are out to hedge and also provide liquidity. And and a lot of times, right, you realize that based on the article and the video, you can go and check it out. Recently, at the third week of the month, all right, this is the option expiry. Can you see over here? Right? Price tends to do a rebound, and this is coincide with the third week of the options expiry. Essentially, the options market makers, they want to be delta neutral. Delta neutral means that they want to be so-called basically, they want to make their position flat. Basically, they don't want to take a directional. So, okay, I can be a bit little too chim to explain. Okay, I don't think I will do a good job explaining. All right, essentially, just note. Okay, third weeks of expiry, they tend to have this action over here. And today we shall see whether the market will rebound at the end of today's session. Okay, so basically, if today's session closed lower, I will be more bearish, looking for the S&P 500 to test the 4400. Ken, is everything good so far? If you can understand what I'm trying to say, type good in the comments. And for the Nasdaq, no, essentially also the same as the S&P 500. All right, tested the CPR and then come back down again. But the Nasdaq is holding stronger than the S&P 500. It is still above the central pivot range. As usual, all right, price, you can see over here, tested the central pivot range, all right, and also a few times already tested the central pivot range over here. Okay, so for those who are new to MarketWise Asia, if you are getting lost, don't know what I'm talking about, the cloud, the central pivot range, right? I have this YouTube tutorial. It is to tell you how I install the all the indicators. All right, go through the YouTube video tutorials. You should have a better understanding. I already posted the link in the comments. Okay. All right, so any questions so far? If any questions, just feel free to ask me in the comments. I try to answer them later. And if I, so-called I didn't see it or what, do remind me. It's not on purpose. Okay, so for the breadth for the, okay, regarding the breadth, so nothing much has changed. Last week I mentioned that, for the S&P 500 stocks above the 50 days moving average, 50 days moving average. Charted 2 years, okay, 2 years be good enough. Okay, I try to zoom bigger, right? So try to zoom in over here. Just give me a moment. Okay, I think good enough. While the market is heading higher, the S&P 500, the number of stocks that is above the 50 days moving average is actually dropping. So right now, the percentage is actually less than 50%. So it is at about 48.91. So it's 49%. So only 49% of the stocks, less than half, is above the 50-day moving average. 50 days, signaling the midterm trend. That's what most investors and technical people are looking at. So less than half is above the 50 days moving average. Okay, and for the 200 days moving average for the S&P 500, essentially there's also a divergence. Even though this is more obvious right now, can you see that the market has been going up all the way since many months ago? Okay, I'll be exact, since May. Okay, since May has been going up, but the number of stocks that's above the 200-day moving average, it is coming down and it's still going down lower. All right, so right now the percentage is at about 70%. So the percentage of stocks that's above the 200 days MA is only at 70. Okay, it is still a high number, 70, but the market is showing divergence. For the big cap, the S&P 500 stock is going higher, but the broad, as in the rest, not the rest, in S&P, there's a lot of the smaller company, they are coming down. Because you need to understand that S&P 500 only a number of very big companies, Apple, Microsoft, Facebook, Google, they are carrying the S&P weight. Okay, so whatever percentage they move a bit, it can move the whole market up. While the rest of the maybe 450 companies, they are generally kind of trending down. Okay, you understand what I'm trying to say? So basically, this is the breadth. So this is the index indicator. So for those who have been following me, you should know already. Okay, this is more for the new people who are new to MarketWise Asia. All right, so now we have about past the half an hour mark already. You're going to see my face. Show my face once again. Okay. All right, so I want to share with you today's topic. It is okay. Which sectors should be poised for? Okay, let's don't talk about the sectors right now. So I also want to review some of the trades that I've done so far. So again, all right, for those who have been following me, you should know that while the market it is climbing up over here, I mentioned since I think mid August over here, I was kind of worried whether the market can continue to climb up, because as I mentioned, the breadth and all this is showing divergence already. So at that point in time, I was thinking, maybe I should have less exposure in stocks. All right. So from this period onward, in August over here, mid-August, which is somewhere around here, I actually didn't trade many stocks. Basically, the finance stocks, the industrial stock, basically the stocks that I'm trading more in the commodities. I'm going to share with you what I've been trading lately. Okay, but market continued to climb after the mid-August. So essentially, I missed this run because I didn't trade many stocks, but it is fine. I do trade a few stocks down, like Starbucks and Consolidated Edison. Okay, ED, Edison Consolidated. For those you might not know, but it doesn't matter. Okay, so a few stocks only. It's really not a lot. Okay, it's not a lot. So after that, price started to come down already. For right now in the US market, just talking about stocks only. I only hold 2 positions, and these 2 positions are just for swing trade, and they are just borderline or underwater, but haven't hit my stop loss yet. Okay. So before I go into my trade, I just want to share with you. Can you see my notebook right now? All right. So this is the one that I've been talking about. Okay. So this bearish and the bullish kind of the product asset classes I've been sharing for the past 1 or 2 weeks already. Okay. So what I want to share with you is to add on to this. Okay. So for the seasonals wise. So I think some of you are interested in gold as well. All right, so gold from 8 September to actually to November. I shall do everything in cap. Easier for me to type. 8 September, all right, to 3rd November. That is about 2 months, okay. All right, it is 10 years. All right, 80% of the time it is bearish. All right. If I go through the chart, okay, I know some of you asked in the Telegram channel about palladium. Okay, I didn't trade palladium, but in fact, I trade this thing called platinum, right? Platinum. Okay, I'll share with you also. This is the seasonals from 13 September. All right, and to 28 September, it is bearish also 80% of the time. Okay, 10 years it is bearish. Okay, and also copper is the new one. Copper, all right, copper from 15 September, okay, to about 1st October. 80% of time it is bearish also for the past 10 years. And I don't want to share with you interesting thing, sugar. Sugar. I know some of this you might not know how to trade or what. So don't worry, I will share with you later. Okay, there's always a proxy ETF for you to take advantage. Okay, I think up to about 18 October. Okay, this is 82% of the time for the past 11 years. Okay, so this is the new one for today. So previously I mentioned it is over here, so I don't talk about that already. Okay, all right. So corn. Okay, I'll share with you later. Corn, James. Corn, I've really taken profit. So in fact, for corn right now, you should know that it is already nearing the end of 22nd September, and after that, because of the harvesting and the planting season, the grains, the corn, the soybean, and the wheat, generally they are bullish after that. And in fact, I have a position in wheat. Yes, wheat is the bar. Is it the barley or not the barley? The wheat. Okay, wheat. Okay. Wheat, corn, soy, and wheat. And yes, Christopher, URA, it is very bullish. Yes. So that's why I say, the seasonals it is not a foolproof, guaranteed way for you to make money. It's not guaranteed. Essentially, you still have to watch the price action. Okay. And for uranium, as I mentioned already, for the past, I think 15 years or what I mentioned last Facebook Live, right? Because uranium has been in a very secular downtrend. Okay, so it's not surprising, 100% of the time it is bearish. So because for the past 10, 15 years it is down. So and right now we are in the midst of a secular commodities bull market. At least what I'm thinking. At least that's my opinion. So I think this is in a secular bull market. So it's not surprising also, it's not unexpected, price, the seasonals might change because we are in a totally new phase already. So treat it just with a pinch of salt. Okay, so let me go through some of the thing that I trade. So do you guys want to hear my winning trade or losing trade first? You choose. Okay, you want to hear my winning trades, right? Type win. If you want to hear my losing trade, right? Type lose in the comment, or loss, or whatever it is. Lose or loss doesn't matter. Type win. If you want to see my winning trade first, type win. If you want to see my losing trade first, type loss in the comment. All right. Let me take a break first. Anyway, right now we have about 52 people liking my Facebook Live. For those who are new or whatever it is, do give me a like and share. And liking is free, doesn't cost you money. Because if you don't engage with me, Facebook algo will think that you don't enjoy my content, and they will start showing you lesser and lesser of my Facebook Live on your Facebook feed. So liking is free, doesn't cost you money. If you enjoy, or if you think that I'm providing value to you later, just give me a like. Okay, doesn't have to share. At least give me a like, give me a comment. Liking is free, doesn't cost you money. And just to make sure that in the future you are able to see my Facebook Live. Okay, once again, just a very quick commercial break. Okay, for those who are just new to this Facebook Live, we have this Asia Trading Festival that's coming up. All right, in the 9 and 10 of August. I'll post the link in the comments. Okay, all right. So we have quite a number of speakers. Keynote is Dr. Chan Yen Chong and also Lauren Templeton, and the rest of speakers, you can go to the site and take a look. I don't want to mention too much about them right now. Okay, so but anyway, it'll be totally new content. Talk about the market outlook, especially for Prof Chan. All right, Zheng Yuan Sang will talk about the Chinese market. I think this is an area where a lot of people are very concerned about the Chinese market, whether it is really, at the bottom already, what is going the CCP, what are they going to do? All right, Dr. Chan is always a person that I always respect very much, because he can really give very good macro view that I can never think of one, because I'm not a very macro person. So he can really give you a very good market outlook and what the Chinese people are thinking, because he is a Singaporean, but he's living in Hong Kong for the past, I don't know, many years, right? 10 years, I think, at least 10 years. So he knows the demographic well. He knows what the Chinese are thinking and what the government is really thinking about. So do register for this event. Once again, I post the link in the comments. Not only you are able to, upskill your knowledge, increase your knowledge on trading and investing, you also get to participate in our, lucky draw in the staycation that's worth 360 plus the CAT vouchers and also the Grab vouchers, and also get the access to these two reports. One of the report is top 19 growth stock companies that you should be watching in 2021 and beyond also. Do register for this event, and it's totally free, proudly sponsored by ACAP. Okay. Let me see the comments. Lose, win, 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 lose, both, win, 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 loss. Okay, I think mostly win. So let me share with you my win first. Okay, some of the win one. I will share with you the losses. No worries. Alex is always wrong one, so don't copy me. Okay, let me go through the chart right now. Okay, one of the, as I mentioned, right, even though the stock market I don't really trade, but there's actually potential in the commodities market, and I think the commodities market is trending very well. Either they are very bullish or they are very bearish. Okay, and one of these so-called commodity, you guess, okay, it is actually a metal. Okay, it is actually platinum. Platinum. Let me go through over here. Platinum. Okay, platinum. All right. So for platinum, right, at one glance or not, you ask a 3-year-old kid, ask my daughter, I think you should know whether it is a downtrend or uptrend. It is very obvious, right? It is a downtrend, right? Downtrend, right? I think from a context, from this period to this period, it is definitely on a downtrend, right? Can see, so there's no question about that, downtrend. So now the question is, okay, where should you enter in a downtrend? If you want to short, right, where to enter in a downtrend? Okay, this is where I always mention, right, my indicators that I always use. By the way, the indicators I'm using, it is not, no green arrow buy, red arrow sell, that kind of thing. No, it is just to tell you whether it is on an uptrend, downtrend, and where is the potential support and resistance area. That's it. You still need to wait for the price action to trigger your entry. Okay, so very simple. For platinum, you should know that from here, okay, after price broke below the cloud, it is on a downtrend already. Okay, on a downtrend already. All right. So I didn't short this over here. Price is at the CPR over here. Okay, after that price, another leg down, and then price, retest, as basically not retest, it is ranging for a number of weeks, for about 1 month, okay, and then price retested the central CPR again. Can you see over here or not? Can you see over here? This is a CPR retest again. So you know that this CPR be acting as a potential resistance, right? So price tested this, and then there is a force breakdown, as in force breakup, and then there's a breakdown over here. This is the area where I went in for a short over here. Okay, so if I remove all the lines over here, right, I think this will be clearer to you over here. So this is a minor resistance over here. Okay, so ranging, right? Price is ranging over here, right? So this very bullish bar, actually, I think I guess, okay, trap a lot of people who go long. Okay, so it's a very bullish bar, but then price cannot go up higher. In fact, reverse down again. And in fact, this is a wash and rinse pattern. Okay, and if you don't know what is a wash and rinse pattern, of course you need to go ahead and attend our Asia Trading Festival. Bini Ong, he'll be teaching you about this wash and rinse phenomenon. I won't be sharing this. Basically, it's one of the trigger that I am using actually. So in fact, this is in platinum also, wash and rinse phenomenon. Okay, so this is where I enter over here. Okay, I enter over here. So price has a really good downward move. All right, so over here, this candle over here, I actually exited 3/4 of my position already. So this is definitely a winning trade. I have already shifted my stop, okay, to my break even. So initially, my stop was actually just slightly above the high already. But my understanding is that if price is really bearish, right, price should not go back and test again. Of course, it could but I'm guessing it should move in my favor if I'm right. Okay, and so my stop is pretty tight, and then I exited 3/4 here, and right now I'm left 1/4. I'm just trailing. And how do I trail? For those who have been watching my Facebook Live, I think in 1 or 2 sessions I talk about using the 8 EMA, all right, to trail, 8 EMA to trail. So I remove this thing, easier for you to see. Okay, using 8 EMA to trail. Simple, 8 EMA is 8 exponential moving average. Okay, so as long as price doesn't close above the 8 EMA, I will still continue to hold my short, the 1/4 position in the platinum. Because you never know. Price could just do something like that again, or range bound or do something. So anyway, if price close above the 8 EMA, I'll just close the position. So can you see right now the price is actually testing the 8 EMA, but never once for the past many days closed above the 8 EMA. Today, price actually broke above the 8 EMA, but it is rejected by the 8 EMA again and going down lower. So once again, I repeat, I will continue to hold this position until price close above the 8 EMA. Okay? If you understand about this, type 8 EMA in the comments. So I'll just, I know that you understand. I'll proceed on to my next position. So for platinum, as I mentioned already, actually from 13 September, it is to 28 September. Okay? So in fact, actually the downtrend lasted a bit much more longer, started even earlier, even earlier. So you just have to follow the price action. So tested the CPR, it is a good time to go short again. Okay, and I think corn I mentioned before already corn. Okay, corn I think I mentioned quite some time. I think a few weeks back corn. Corn I'm using the futures to trade. The CFD futures. Corn it is ZC. I just go through very briefly over here. Okay, so yeah, corn I mentioned in my mid August over here. I shorted somewhere around here. Okay, and then endured the pullback, came back down, and then I take profit already. So corn, I think I don't go through again. Corn, platinum, and then for stocks, I do trade a few stocks. One of them it is actually Starbucks. I mentioned I think the consumer discretionary sectors it is that I'm looking at XLY over here, consumer discretionary over here. Okay, so for Starbucks, all right, so I actually entered somewhere around here. Okay, over here, generally price for Starbucks is on a uptrend over here. Okay, uptrend over here. Okay, sorry, I cannot, right. Uptrend over here. No, although it is below the pivot point, but okay, it is at a S1 support level. And I'm looking at some other things, okay, looking at some other metrics. I think there's a chance that, price could potentially, hit up higher again. So I long Starbucks over here, okay, at about this candle over here. Not sure you can see. I zoom in bigger candle. 20th of August. Yeah, I entered this bar over here. Okay, and then I write. I have to wait for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7 days. Okay, and then I exited over here. All right. So the reason why I exit is because I think the risk reward is more than one. I think the risk reward. Let me see. I forgot already. The risk reward it is somewhere around risk to reward 1:1. That's about it. Okay. Yeah. Aga can see. Okay. Can. So exit over here. So because I'm afraid price could actually test the central pivot range and then acting as a resistance again. So all right. So in fact, price actually broke below the low over here, and then rebound and then come back down. So on hindsight, it is a good decision. On hindsight, it's a good decision. Okay. My stop. It is. Where is your stop? Okay, James is asking where's my stop. All right, it's just below the S1 level over here. Okay, S1 level over here. All right. Christopher, that's why I say, it's a bit discretionary. So because it is, I'm looking at the XLY, consumer discretionary, and also based on the weekly time frame, it is still on an uptrend. Okay, and then at the daily time frame, okay, even though it's slightly below the cloud, but it is at a good support level, S1. And also one factor, okay, I want to share with you guys that, it actually also hunted this low over here. This was the prior low, right? This was the prior low. So price, in fact, actually came down, tested the low, do a forced breakdown, and then reverse back up again. So that's the reason why I am, at that point in time was bullish on Starbucks, because, in fact, hunted the low, it is a good sign. I'm not sure you can see it. So I try to draw a horizontal line over here. Okay, this was the low over here. All right. There'll be people who put their stop loss here, stop loss here, stop loss here. So actually, when price hunted the low, a lot of stocks are taken already, and then rebound back again. And then, okay, it is also at the support level at S1. As I mentioned, right, S1 is the last line of defense really. So I'm willing to take a bet, for the Starbucks in the consumer discretionary sectors. I'm thinking that at least it can do a short bounce up, and it happened to be right. So, 1 to 1.1 about there, I'm hesitant really. So, Ken, so I hope that answers your question for Christopher and James. Ken? So generally, my stop loss is actually pretty tight. Okay, so once I enter below that swing, I'll just put a stop loss there. Some buffer lah, but agak-agak, I think that's fine. I do have a very strict, like say, one ATR, like below the swing low or what. So if one ATR below the swing low, then my stop is pretty wide already. My entry is here, then mine is very wide. Then price need to move a lot higher, then I can make decent profit. Can? All right. Ryan is asking, right? Hunter again. Yes, you are right. It is hunter again, the low over here. Okay, so this was the low over here, prior low. Okay, prior low. Hunter again. Okay, see, the market can be very brutal. Okay, they know where's your stop. So this is the low over here, and then they purposely come down, hunter again. All right. So, in the coming weeks, okay, you need to know, okay, at S1 level, but price is below the cloud. All right, there's a chance, price could do a rebound. Let's say, for example, wash and rinse or whatever signal, and price do a rebound up. You could enter, but you need to understand that your risk reward, if you enter somewhere around here, then when it hit back right at the cloud level at the central period range, you'll be get resisted again over here. So maybe the risk reward is to 1:1 or 1:1.2 to 1.3, and that's it really. So you need to be aware of the risk reward. Okay, Ken? All right. Nothing wrong. You can do that also. Nothing wrong. So this is more of a bit of discretionary. Ken? And the other one that I am actually in position right now is actually wheat. Wheat is Z winning. It's also winning right now. Okay, it's a winning trade. So winning wheat future, for those who don't know what is WHEAT, wheat, the grain, wheat, yes, wheat. So yes, all right. So this is the wheat futures over here. As I mentioned, right, for wheat, okay, I think I will put, okay, for wheat, for the grain, for wheat, I keep repeating, because I know some of you are not familiar with some of these commodities. Wheat, okay, generally from 15 September to 13 October. All right, based on 10-year history data, 80% of time it is bullish. As I mentioned, the grains, because of the planting harvesting season, there's a lot of supply, and right now the harvesting season is over already. So price might go up again. So for wheat, okay, so it is about the time already. And in fact, can you see that price actually hit the S1 level over here? All right. So generally, it is still an uptrend. It is still an uptrend for the wheat. All right. So price hit the S1 level. All right. The last line of support. Hitting the cloud support also. I went long actually over here. Okay. I'm using the wheat future, WEAT. Okay, this is the wheat future, WEAT. Okay, so I actually entered on this bar over here. On this bar over here, yes. Okay, in slight profit, my stop loss is actually just at the cloud area over here. Okay, my stop loss just at the cloud. It's not at the swing low. If price really hit here, okay, I think most likely you'll test the low again. So I think I'll just put it here. So I'll make my risk reward slightly better. Can all right. So enter this over here, stop somewhere around here only. Okay, so price need to move a bit higher up, then I will be in profit. But right now it is still in okay profit. Okay, can so far. And for the I also actually traded Hong Kong as well. Okay, Hong Kong, it is a totally different market. While the US market, the stocks are actually, I was a bit hesitant to trade the Hong Kong. I was hesitant to trade the Hong Kong. I was hesitant to trade the US stocks, but I'm looking at the Hong Kong market as well. All right, so the Hong Kong market that I traded was actually this stocks called the China Merchant (CN Bank). 3968 over here. All right. You see that, well, generally the Hang Seng index is coming down. Hang Seng index is coming down. All right, it's coming down. You need to know, because the reason is because Hang Seng index, there's a lot of tech stocks. Okay, component is tech stocks. So if the techs are coming down, Hang Seng index will definitely come down. Okay, but for 3968 CM Bank. But for CM Bank, it is pointing a different story. So the uptrend is generally up, all right? But, price was below the cloud over here. Okay, I didn't touch, okay? As usual over here, I didn't touch my style over here. This is a classic example, okay? And then price actually goes back up, retest again, and hit the central pivot range, acting as a support once again. All right, I entered over here. Can see here this vertical line. So I enter over here. I enter over here. I enter over here. All right, and my stop is just slightly here only. So my risk reward is actually quite decent. So I TP at the swing high over here, which is very lucky, okay, very lucky. Hit the swing high over here, and then price came down. So, this is just a quick swing. Took me about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 days, about 8 days, 8 trading days to TP, right? I think we should do about 1:1.1, 1.2. Okay. Another one that I am holding right now, it is not holding as in China 1378. Okay, China Hongqiao. Okay, China Hongqiao, this one, wasted also. China Hongqiao. This, by the way, China Hongqiao 1378, 1378 is the largest aluminium provider, okay, supplier in the world. It is the largest aluminium supplier in the world. I only knew that when I traded this stock. Prior to that, I don't know what the hell is this company, China Hongqiao. So yeah, 1378, it is the largest, you can see it is largest aluminum supplier in the world. All right, so once again, price tested the low over here. I didn't enter, so I didn't enter over here. Once again, price tested, break above the CPR. I was starting to get a bit bullish. Retest again, after I retest again over here, this was where I entered over here. So I entered the horizontal line over here. You see over here, this horizontal line over here. All right, I entered somewhere around here. This candle over here. My stop actually is just below the low of here only. It's also pretty tight. Okay, and then I actually put my take profit target somewhere around this line over here, because this was the next swing high. There's a swing high over here, so somewhere around here. Okay, So my risk reward about 2 days, it is actually 1:2, I think 1.5 or 2, I forget already. Okay. Anyway, yeah, and price actually went up a bit higher. Because I didn't really think that it would go up so high. So I just anyhow put my TP level over here, thinking that you'll not hit. You need at least 5 to 6 days to hit, but it just hit in just 1 day after that. I was a bit shocked as well. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, so these are the few stocks that I traded. So although I didn't trade the US stocks, but I'm quite active in trading the commodities and also the China stocks as well. All right, I'm a bit thirsty. So let me get a break. So about 1 hour already. Oh no, I think not enough time. So right now, I'll go through my losing trade. And the other one that I lost, okay, it is the TLT, all right? The Treasury, 20 years Treasury bonds. Young bands, okay? I think you're the one who always kept asking me about TLT, right? So yeah, I actually traded TLT, all right, and I actually lost on this trade. So because based on the seasonalities wise, when at the start of September, generally the Treasury bonds, it is actually a bit bearish. Okay, so I actually, shorted TLT on this bar over here. All right, I put my stop, I think just at the high of here, quite tight also. Okay, price came down, I was in profit, and then within the next 2 days, price just reversed back up and hit my stop already. All right, so yeah, TLT, that's the trade that I lost. But to let you know for TLT, right? I think TLT is going to hit the bullishness for the seasonals for TLT. It's going to end soon based on seasonals. So you can go to this equity clock, charts.equityclock.com. Okay, I go to this commodities. It is fixed income. Use the 30 years bonds as a proxy. So it actually followed the seasonals pretty well. So right now we are at September, right? So price actually went up a little bit, and at the start of October, this is where price, based on seasonals, it is going to be bearish. So TLT can be a bit hard to trade right now. Can you see right now? Price actually, do a breakout based on the trend line over here, and then, is back down again. So the volatility can be quite difficult to trade. If you place your stop quite narrow, quite tight, then it could be easily stop out. So TLT is one that I stop out, okay? Part and parcel, am I unhappy? Am I sian? Of course, I'm sian also lah. But no choice, okay? Used to it, all right? And the other one I actually traded, it is actually UGA. This is natural gas as well. But UGA, I think this is something I want to share is that, I'm not following the plan, okay? Based on the chart now, natural gas, it is bullish. I shouldn't be shorting it. But, as I placed too much emphasis on the, seasonals also. I thought, price starting to break below the CPR, then price could get bearish. So thinking ahead, which I'm not, looking at the price action. So I'll be totally transparent with you. So I think it could head down lower without price actually going down below the CPR. Right? I'll be totally honest with you because I'm not a robot. I'm also a discretionary trader using a systematic approach. So there are times that I tend to, try to think two steps ahead. So in fact, for the natural gas, I actually shorted on this bar over here. All right, and then the moment I shorted, price just go up and hit my stop loss. I just exited. I just exited. I just get out over here. Okay, so UGA, this is our natural gas. If you look at the seasonals, okay, I think for seasonals, let me see over here for commodities, okay, for equity clock. It's on page 3, I think. All right, thinking that September-wise, this September, thinking that it could be bearish, that's why I made a mistake as well. I shouldn't be doing that. So this is example where I do stupid thing. Okay, I do stupid thing. So please don't follow Alex. This is a stupid trade. This is really a stupid trade. Okay, if you think I'm very stupid, it's okay. Just type stupid in the comment. And Christopher, yes, this is in fact, pretty noisy. You are right, pretty noisy. So again, stupid trade. I got to show you that this is a stupid trade, nothing to hide. Yeah. And the other one, it is GLD. GLD is the losing trade as well. GLD. Okay. Hey, anybody remember what I talked about gold? Gold. This is the GLD. This is the gold ETF. Let me go to the gold futures. Okay, slash GC. Any remember what I say about gold or not? All right. Gold actually, it is actually bearish based on seasonals now. Okay. I mentioned you shouldn't be shorting here. Okay, because hitting the cloud level already. If you want to buy, okay, as in no, you shouldn't be buying here. Sorry, you shouldn't be buying here. Okay, people see impulse move and then a bull flag, you could buy here. But to me, if you are using the cloud, you should see that it's hitting right smack at the cloud, Okay, if you buy here, this is why I always say it's TMP, Town Pai, you should be buying here. And true enough, price actually came back down. And the issue is, I'm still a bit hesitant because I think that this bar is a bit too huge. Okay, I didn't short it here and I didn't place my stop loss here. If I just go ahead and short here and place my stop here, this is actually the risk to reward is actually pretty good. But in fact, I waited until on this bar, then I shorted this red bar over here. Okay, I thought that price hit the upper range of the central pivot range. It rebounded, cannot rebound, and started to come down again. And once again, stupid things, I go and shorted here, and I placed my stop also a bit too tight. Okay, I placed somewhere around here. I think I placed somewhere around here only. Yeah, it's just very tight only. Okay, and then price the next day, price just reversed back up. I get stop out again. But after that, price moved in my favor. Again, you might be asking me, why I place my stop loss so tight. I generally place my stop tight, okay? Because I want my risk to reward to be very good. So let's say if price really move in my favor, then within 1 to 2 days, generally I'm out already. So that's why I place my tight a bit. I place my stop a bit tight because if you place a stop here, okay, then your risk to reward price has to move a lot more. Then you hit at least 1:1. You get what I'm trying to say? Of course, in hindsight, you hit there, but okay, you never know. Price could just ping pong a little bit, and hit back up again. You never know. Okay, so this is a few of the losing trade. Okay, TLT, UGA, and GLD. These are the 3 losing trade, and the rest of the stock I didn't really trade. So not much on stocks already. And currently, the one that I'm trading right now. Anybody interested to know I'm holding right now for the stocks, US stocks right now? If you're interested, type yes in the comments. Oh, by the way, I try to finish this session before 1 a.m. I think it's getting late, so I try to finish the session before 1 a.m. Anybody know what I'm holding right now? There's only 2 stocks that I'm holding right now. Type yes in the comments, or take a look at the market right now. The market is actually okay. There's not the worst yet, not the worst yet. ES, it is recovering a bit, as the Nasdaq is also recovering a bit. Okay, this is what I want to see. Okay, yes, obviously you want to you want to know, right? Okay, to be honest, I'm totally not sure whether this trade is going to work out or not. Okay, I can be totally idiot. I'm totally idiot, but be transparent with you. As I mentioned earlier, I'm looking at the consumer discretionary and also looking at the financials. Financials is, I see something that's moving up. So essentially, I'm looking at XLY and XLF, financial and the discretionary. So the only 2 stocks I'm holding is number 1, SCI. This is Service Corp International, SCI. This is not recommendation to tell you to buy or sell. This is currently I'm already holding. SCI. Anybody know what does SCI do or not? Anybody knows or not? Service Corporation International. Anybody knows? All right. You can give me a reply. If you don't know, just type no. If you know, just type yes or whatever the industry that's in. All right. And the other one, it is CB. Okay, it sounds very rude. CB. Yeah, I'm trading CB. Okay, Chubb Limited. It's an insurance company, Chubb Limited. All right. So let me go through SCI. SCI over here. SCI, they are actually a funeral service company. Funeral, wake, yeah, wake, you know, yeah. It's a very special company. I also don't know until I go and search what is SCI doing. This is a special retail. Consumer discretionary. If you drill down, they are under the other consumer service or specialty service. Okay, so it has a good momentum upward for SCI. Generally, it is heading higher. All right, and then there was an impulse move over here. And then there's a pullback over here, and then it did a complex pullback. Complex pullback means that it do a 2-legged pullback. Okay, 2-leg pullback. It went down, up, and then down again. So in this case, it is like this. Okay, so it get resisted at the central pivot range. Can you guys see it or not? Get resisted over here, and then price came back down here over here, and then this was the day it hit the S1 level. Okay, and then this is the place where I bought it over here. So right now for SCI, I am in a slight profit. Okay, SCI. My stop is just below the swing low over here with some buffer, and that's it. My target, it is just to hit this central pivot range. That's it. Okay, and the other one is a bit more erratic right now. It is CB. CB is not the CB that the Singaporeans know. Okay, it's the Chubb Limited. So CB over here also financial. Actually, the financial, if you actually look at the market, it is actually improving sectors. I can see a lot of trade signal from the financial sector also. So actually price, do an impulse move up, tested the CPR again. This was where I actually entered somewhere around here. I think it's on this candle over this green candle over here. Okay, and then price right now is ping pong for a few days already. It's for a few days already. Okay, so I'm still holding that. My stop it is also quite tight also. It is just slightly below the swing low with just some buffer. So I think it's going to be stop out soon, nearly. So these are the two that I am holding right now. All right. So I am also actually looking at some Chinese stocks. Okay, some Chinese stocks right now. And in fact, for today, just before the Hong Kong market closes Friday today, I actually entered into 美团 also 3690美团3690 over here. Can you see? I'm also practicing what I'm preaching. Price below the cloud, I'm not touching. You know, price above the cloud. I also mentioned previously, if you've been following, I mentioned that, you know, price above the CPR, but when it tested the cloud again, there could be a resistance. And true enough, price actually, you know, came back down and retest the CPR again. Okay, this I think, you know, I think after many news, you know, a lot of some of these Chinese tech stock, it is not really going down further, and in fact, it is showing sign. For example, like Tencent, Meituan, JD, etc. And so this is where I entered today for 3690 Meituan. My target it is at the cloud resistance over there only, and my stop also pretty tight, just below the pivot point with some buffer. All right, and one of my friend, okay, Gary, he actually, you know, told me about this Lenovo 992 Lenovo 992. I actually look at it, but I forgot about it. This is actually even a stronger one, right? For Lenovo Group, also part of the Hang Seng Tech Index. All right, can you see that price actually has broken above the cloud already? And also tested the CPR. So 992 Lenovo, I think potentially it is good entry, but I've already entered into Meituan already. So I will not be entering into Lenovo Group. But essentially, the price movement is pretty similar. Okay? Yeah. So all right. So I know some of you mentioned about some of the stocks. Okay, and of course, I think the first comment in the Telegram group is Eng Chai. I don't know whether Eng Chai is here today, but the first comment in the Telegram channel, he talked about Macy. Right, Macy. Macy is also one of the stocks that I look at, but I didn't enter. You know, it's always like this. The one I didn't enter, it flew. The one I enter, it didn't fly, and it takes some time to climb up. How many of you actually experienced that? Okay, yeah, Macy is also one that I'm actually looking at. So maybe Macy is also a retailer. So Macy is also in a consumer discretionary sector. So Macy pretty well. When the market is down, it's still holding pretty well. Okay, so essentially you want to find stocks, when the market is weak, when the market is weak, but it is holding pretty well, or in fact it is rallying. When the overhead supply is gone, a lot of these stocks will fly one. So of course it depends where you place your stops, and whether you can tahan the drawdown first before it fly up. A lot of these consumer discretionary stocks, they are pretty strong, they are holding pretty well, and Macy is one of them. So in China, yes, Macy, it is this one. Okay, so I hope that answer your question. Oh, hey, in China, good. You are here, right? So I hope Macy, I'm not sure whether you enter. I think Macy, it is a good candidate. So Macy is good. And one gentleman is asking about SCCO. Basically, this is the Southern Copper Corporation. All right, so I want to share with you for copper, it is actually not looking very good. So for copper, for a lot of these seasonals, I think for copper, let me see, for copper commodities, okay, for copper. September, October, this range, generally they are not the best, and based on the seasonal stat for copper, all right, as I mentioned over here, 15 Sep to 1st October, generally it is, yes, because yes, you see, all this retailer, Costco, they are offline, yes, the consumer discretionary. Okay, yeah. copper is not doing pretty well. So for SCCO, this is the copper miner, definitely no lah. Copper definitely no. So it is not a good candidate to go long. In fact, for copper, right, the no, HG, I'm looking to short for copper. This is the copper futures. Okay, copper futures. All right. Can you see for copper futures, it had a rally, very nice rally for the past year. Okay, came back down and then retest the cloud again, central pivot range. Price tested the CPR rebound. It cannot rebound and came back down again. This is not very bullish to me. So in fact, I'm looking to short copper, waiting for the opportunity. And if you don't trade the futures, you can always trade CFD. You can always trade, for example, 8cap. They have gold, they have oil also, and of course, 8cap doesn't have copper, but you can use the ETF, for example, CPER, copper. Copper. Basically, the price movement is mimicking the copper futures lah. All right, so this is CPER. I'm looking at copper. I'm actually bearish in copper as well. Copper canna. And I think, is it Leon Benz or what? It's talking about ICLN. PBW, sorry, PBW or ICI is the clean energy. Clean energy wise, it is also in a downtrend right now. It is not a strong industry, so I would suggest don't touch first. Okay, so down, always below the CPR, okay, don't touch PBW, the clean energy. So yeah, don't touch. And for BABA, some of you is asking about BABA. BABA. Okay, even though I didn't BABA is the weakest among the tech stocks. You can see, like, for example, Meituan, JD, Lenovo, they are already above the cloud and CPR, not above the cloud, above the CPR, but BABA it is still below the central pivot range. But again, there's a bullish sign over here. All right, let me do a naked chart. It is not obvious in BABA. It's in, I think it's due to BABA. Okay, in the Hong Kong one. Yes, Hong Kong one. Okay, Hong Kong one, can you see this is a swing low, prior swing low, very, very brutal again. Price actually tested the prior low again, and then rebound higher today. It is not reflected in the US listing, but it is reflected in the Hong Kong listing due to BABA. So this is actually a bullish sign to me also, at least in the short term. All right, long term wise, still need to be seen. Price need to clear above the central pivot range. Okay, central pivot range over here. All right, so in fact, for BABA, I actually sell a put options again. All right, at a strike price of $122 at a one contract at 93 cents. So essentially, I'm selling. I am getting a premium of about $180 plus. So essentially, I'm betting that price will not hit $120 within the next 28 days. All right. If price can continue to hit down below $120, I will pick up Alibaba. 2 contracts, 200 shares, that is 24,000 USD. I'll pick up Alibaba. Okay. So it doesn't hit, then the 188, about $190 premium is mine. Okay. So for those who don't know about options, doesn't matter. This is just to tell you only. Okay. I know some of you talk about okay, uranium wise. How about CCJ? Somebody's asking about CCJ. Very hard to trade CCJ. On one hand, the seasonal is telling you that 100%, 15 Sept, 26 September, it is bearish. Okay, right now it is bearish already. The price action is actually showing bearish. I was actually thinking whether to short the uranium or not, but I know a bit scared. I'm really against the trend because generally uranium, it is in a long-term secular bull. So I might fail. So I try not to trade against the trend, especially, it is pretty strong. Okay, if you're holding CCJ for long-term, I think still can hold, position trading, especially within the next 3 to at least 9 months, I think still can hold. But short-term wise, it is looking a bit bearish right now for CCJ, and I'm looking at this R3 level. The R3 level, it is at about $23. All right, so this level must hold. CCJ, Uranium Chemical Corporation, one of the largest uranium supplier also, mining company. And if this $23 doesn't hold, the next level will be back at this level, the next classical standard resistance level, which is at about $21.90. Okay, 21.90. Okay, so be prepared that price could come down to this level, and then we will need to see whether price will, can hold at this level already. Okay, can. All right, so right now, yeah, and for the, I think one gentleman is asking about Ford. Ford used to be a leader. Ford used to be a leader. The Ford car company used to be a leader. All right, now it is not a leader already. So even though it is in consumer staple, so consumer staple, not the best industry right now, not the best sector. So it was leading. Okay, Ford. Now it is not leading. Okay, but okay, it is improving. All right, it went down, but price right now, it is back above the CPR again. All right, so you could, wait for price to rebound up higher, do a retest, and then you continue to trade. But the cloud will be acting as a resistance at about $14. So there are stronger stocks out there lah. So for me, I wouldn't be trading Ford. Right, used to be a very good leader. All right, outperforming the whole market. All right, from the start of the year until about June, mid of the year, and then it starts to lag against the broad market, starting to improve, but not the best. So I suggest that look for stronger stocks to trade. And then tech stocks wise, some people are talking about UPST, Upstart, again very strong. Upstart, it is very strong. So if you're holding, congrats. I'm not holding the Upstart, so I don't make so much. I didn't make any money from Upstart. But if you're holding, this is a very strong stocks. Continue to hold, above the cloud, above the CPR, and continue to hold higher. So in fact, when today the market is down, it is continue to hold, it's continue to head higher. Okay, and again, if you didn't buy into this stock already, I suggest don't buy lah. It is, I'm not sure. I'm not the person who like to chase lah. So can it go higher up again? Of course it could lah. But I don't like to chase. To me, if you buy here right now, it is a bit TMP lah, 头脑派 already. Okay. So this is my style, and of course this flag, it is very obvious bull flag. So a lot of people can see this bull flag, and price could do something like this within the next few days or week or so, because technology has been running out for the past many weeks already. The tech, the health sector, they are moving up, and they are leading, but they are showing sign of losing the momentum already. So personally, I won't be looking at the tech and the healthcare already. I'll be losing at the consumer discretionary. Okay? So this is just my personal view. And yeah, CRWD. All right, CropStrike, also one of the other favorite also for CropStrike. Darius is asking CropStrike. Tech also, as I mentioned, tech they were leading, okay, they were leading, but it is not the strongest anymore. So right now it is broke below the CPR and then testing the CPR again. So can it go up again? I don't know. So right now, if you didn't buy at this bar over here, okay, this pin bar or the hammer, then you shouldn't be chasing now lah, because right now price hits smack at the CPR again, the pivot point lah. So there's a potential chance that price could come back down again and test the S1 level already. Okay, so again, the tech stocks and the healthcare stocks, they are a bit losing momentum already. Okay, so I would avoid that. Can last stock for today. Okay, I will go to Hitmon Ju. Okay, Hitmon, Nvidia. I cannot go through everything. Sorry about that. Don't take offense. NVDA. NVDA also the same. It was very strong. It was the darling for the longest time. May until now, a very good run. This run was up about 70%, 67%. Okay. Can it go higher? It could, but right now, it looks like, to me, price must hold above this central pivot range. Okay, price must hold above 216, this pivot point level here, 216. All right, if price doesn't hold, okay, there's a chance that price could test the S1 level, which is at about $200. All right, and of course, this looks like a bull flag ranging. Okay, can it go higher? It could, but I wouldn't be also touching Nvidia as well. I would prefer to touch non-tech, to go into the improving sector once again, which I believe it is the financial and the consumer discretionary once again. Can? All right, so Mary, okay, Mary, last one, really last one for today already. It's already 1 a.m. It's getting late already. GNRC, okay, Generac Holding. I'm not sure about this company, Oh, okay, it is pretty strong. All right, industrial, strong. Okay, quite strong. Let me see GNRC. GNRC. GNRC industrial buildings. Okay, it is a strong stock. This is a strong stock. Good. Mary, this is a good stock. Thank you for sharing this also. I never come across this stock, but it is a very strong stock. All right. So yeah, price is hitting the CPR again. So actually, it is a good stock if you want to consider buying. So again, today the market is down, but it is still holding pretty well. So quite a strong stock also. So good choice, Mary. Good choice. Generate Holding is quite a good choice over here. Okay, so any questions so far? All right, so once again, thank you for tuning in. If you think I provide value in this session, give you some trade ideas, and also share with you some of my winning and losing trade. Do you guys learn something from my my personal trade? If you learn something, type yes. If you think that I don't actually learn anything, you can just type no. I'm okay with that. So if you think that if you all think that you don't learn something from my personal trade, then I will not share too much in the future again. I think it's quite interesting to share some of my personal trade, winning and losing trade. Okay, so if you think you provide some value, type yes in the comment or type value in the comments. Okay. All right. Yeah, and once again, I want to share with you that ACAP, do check out with them. They are providing this ebook over here. If you're trading forex, you can just try their platform, a demo account using MT4, MT5. It is totally free, right? You don't have to fund anything. Okay, doesn't need to. Just test out the platform. Go and check out their crypto pairs and such. All right, I'll put a link to you in the comments. Okay, this is the link to download the forex ebook. over here. And once again, do register for the Asia Trading Festival. All right, it is totally free, supported by ACAP. You know, can get a lucky draw to win the staycation at Park Royal Collection worth about $400. DCare vouchers and Grab, and also get to access this my report compiled by me, top 19 growth company to watch in 2021 and beyond. Some of these companies you might not know, so some of these are ninja hidden companies. Okay, to register for this event, I'll post the link once again in the comments. All right. Okay, all right. So thank you, Christopher, Wendy, Poke, Audrey, for your comments, Wheeling. All right. So yeah, Han Hawk, Stephen Cha, good to see you. All right, I think it's pretty late right now already. Some of you have already left already. Thank you for the rest for tuning in. 120 people who are still here. Okay, so I will call it a day right now. So I suppose you guys are interested in my position. Okay, so in the future, I'll try to share some of the case study and learning points in my position. Okay, all right, I'll call it a day. Thank you for tuning in and have a good weekend on this Saturday and Sunday, and I will see you guys again next week. All right, have a good rest, have a good night, and I will see you guys next week. Okay, bye-bye.